Hi, in the last lecture, that is continuation of coordinate systems, lecture number 4, I wrote the formula for theta as like this, that is theta equal to tan inverse of y by x, and formula for phi is also I wrote like this, that is tan inverse of y by x. This one is correct, but it is not correct. Okay, that's why I am making this video. It is nothing but it is a part of that L4 only. Okay, now here we got Cartesian elements that x, y, z are in terms of what? Spherical elements, that is r, theta, pi. Okay, now we require the r in terms of x, y, z, theta in terms of x, y, z, and pi in terms of the x, y, z. For that, let us take this x square plus y square plus z square, means equation 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. That gives what? Actually, here in x square plus y square, we have one common term. What is that? This r sin theta is common. Then we can write this like this, that is r square sin square theta, and remaining part is what? For the x, we have cos square pi, and for the y square, you have what? That is sin square pi, x square plus y square. And what about the z square? Z is r cos theta. Then we got what? R square cos square theta. Now here we can take r square as common. Then r square sin square theta. Basically this one cos square pi plus sin square pi is equivalent to 1. Here what you have? This is r square sin square theta into 1. That is r square sin square theta. Here you have what? R square cos square theta. Means what? Again we can take r square as common. That gives what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta. So then it implies what? X square plus y square plus z square is equal to what? That is r square, that is equivalent to r square, and it is equivalent to 1. Then what about r? We can write r as, that is x square plus under root x square plus y square plus z square. So this is our r. That means a spherical element, that is radius of the sphere in terms of the Cartesian elements x, y, z. So let us say it is equation 4. Or else we can write directly here theta in terms of z and r, that is nothing but what? Theta equal to what? From that we can write from this one, that is theta equal to what? Cos inverse of, or else first write cos theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is nothing but what? Z by r. Okay, from that we can write that cos theta or else theta equal to what? Cos inverse of this something, that is what? Cos inverse of z by r. What about r? We can write r as what? X square plus y square plus z square. Okay, in terms of here theta is in terms of the cos inverse, whereas here theta is in terms of, okay, next, that is theta term. Okay, it is r in terms of x, y, z. Here theta is in terms of the cos inverse of z by under root x square plus y square plus z square. Of course, we can write this theta in terms of the tan inverse also. Tan inverse of under root x square plus y square by z. Okay. Now let us take what? In order to get the tan theta, here you have what? R sin theta, R sin theta. Here we have R cos theta. Let us take equation 1, 2, 3. Okay. In this one, consider like this, that is x square plus y square. If you take x square plus y square, we got what? That is this part only, x square plus y square, except this one. So r square sin square theta. In order to get the tan, we require what? Another term, that is what? Some z square. If I take like this, x square plus y square is nothing but what? In x and y we have r sin theta as common, as it is x square plus y square means r square sin square theta we can take common. Remaining part is what? For the x we got remaining is x square cos square pi. For the y, that is sin square pi by z square. What about z square? Z square is nothing but r square cos square theta. Here r square cancelled out. It is equivalent to 1. Sin square theta by cos square theta is nothing but what? Sin square theta by cos square theta is nothing but what? Tan square theta. Tan square theta is equivalent to what? x square plus y square by z square. Now apply square root on both sides. We will get what? For the numerator we got x square plus y square, and here root z square means that becomes what? Z. Root and square are cancelled out. Here we will get what? Tan theta. This gives what? Theta equal to what? Tan inverse of under root x square plus y square by z. So this is about the theta. Now what about pi? I am writing pi as here you have pi, here also pi, means by using that equation 1 and 2 means by using that y and x we will get what? Here I am taking equation 2 divided by equation 1. Of course, in the previous lecture we can find up to this part. Okay, here in the flow I wrote this theta as the tan inverse of y by x, but it is not correct. So that's why I am making this video. Equation 2 by equation 1 implies what? Equation 2 means that is y by x, and r sin theta, y means r sin theta sin pi by r sin theta cos pi, r sin theta sin pi by r sin theta cos pi. Then finally r sin theta cancelled out. We can write sin pi by cos pi as what? Tan pi. We can write like this, that is it is tan pi, and pi equal to what? Please tell me. Pi equal to tan inverse of y by x. It is pi, it is theta. Here also we have theta. Okay, we can find theta by using this one or by using like this. And what about r equal to like this. I am writing all these equations at one place. So here I derived r as what? Like this. R as what? R equal to under root x square plus y square plus z square, and theta equal to what? Tan inverse of, please tell me that part only, that is under root x square plus y square by z over r. In terms of cos, it is equal to what? Theta equal to cos inverse of that z by r. Cos theta equal to what? Cos theta is nothing but what? Z by r, means theta equal to what? Cos inverse of, theta is cos inverse of z by r. Just now we derived r as what? That is x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. So this is about theta. And what about pi? Pi equal to tan inverse of y by x. So equation number 4, let us take equation number 4, equation number 5, equation number 6. So these set of equations means these three equations are in terms of what? That is x, y, z are in terms of r, theta, pi, means Cartesian elements in terms of the spherical. Here r, theta, pi are, that means spherical elements in terms of Cartesian elements. Okay. Actually in this entire lecture, that means L4 coordinate system and continuation of L4, we discussed what? We discussed about coordinate systems only. Why we require the knowledge of coordinate system? Basically electromagnetic fields are functions of what? Space. Electromagnetic fields are functions of space, means they are varying with respect to, basically they are varying with respect to time and space. Okay. In order to represent a point or vector in space, we require the knowledge of three basic coordinate systems, that are nothing but what? Cartesian, cylindrical and spherical. Why we are converting like this? That means here spherical to Cartesian. If you know spherical elements, we will get these Cartesian elements, and if you know this x, y, z elements, means Cartesian, we will get what? Spherical elements. By choosing proper or else suitable coordinate system, okay, if you choose, means what I want to say, if you choose a proper or suitable coordinate system, it reduces time to solve the problem. Means if you choose a suitable coordinate system, it reduces time, first thing, and complexity also. Okay, means what? A problem in one coordinate system may be difficult. Okay, a problem in one coordinate system may be difficult, but if you choose a proper coordinate system, it will be easy to solve. Okay, that's why we need to choose the proper coordinate system in order to solve our electromagnetic problems. Thank you.